Hello and welcome to another edition of Pop's Doghouse with AI After 50 with Pops. Today we bring you another episode of our Truckers Health series. Now here we're going to go back 25 years with this story, and this is where it all began for this meal we're going to have today. Now 25 years ago I was still selling cars at a Honda dealership on the south side of Houston. Well, I got promoted to my first sales manager's job, and the other manager, his name was Danny Tran, invited me to lunch. Little did I know we were going to be headed downtown to downtown Houston, and he took me to a spot called Long Sing Supermarket. And I tell you, it was literally a supermarket with Chinese writing all over the top of it and in the windows and everything else. And as you walked up, you could actually see through the window and you could see there was a big giant hanging roasted pig. There was 4 or 5 roasted ducks. There was a couple of roasted chickens, and all that you could see it from the outside as you were walking in. Now when you walked in the front door, it was a typical true, grocery store, but over to the left and up by the front of the building, that's where they had all this good food at. And behind the glass, you saw a little old man, which I ended up calling him Papa after a while, and his wife, which I called Mama. And Papa was chopping up the duck and chopping up the pork and, just chopping it all up, and Mama was putting it together in the plates and serving it to the people with the help of his daughter. Now the other daughter, she was working at the cash register. And so you'd get your plate and then you'd walk around. They had a few tables, not a whole lot. You sit down, they had free hot tea. So you didn't have to worry about buying a drink. And I think back then the plates were like $3.25. And for that you would get 2 meats. So you could pick duck, you could pick roasted pork, you could pick barbecue pork, well, whatever you wanted. You get 2 of those. It'd be sitting on a bed of steamed rice, or you could have fried rice, and then you'd get a veggie with that. So after that first time he took me there, man, I became a Peking duck lover. And so from that day forward, I would say at least once every week or two for the next 20 plus years, I was going in and having me some roasted duck, and my other favorite, I have to admit, was the barbecue pork. Well, fast forward to, I think it was somewhere around 2017 or so, they ended up closing the place. And I was like, man, that's one of my favorite spots to go, and now they were just gone. So at that point, I would search, every month or two I'd search to see if they'd pop up again. And it was probably a couple years later when finally I saw their name come up in a Facebook post. And so right away I clicked on it and I saw they'd opened a new spot, and the new spot was called Siu Lap City. And now this one wasn't downtown Houston, this was in Midtown Houston. So as quick as I could, I rushed on over there, and sure enough, the same owners were there. So Papa was there, Mama was there, and the 2 daughters were there, and the same look was there. They had behind the glass, you could see the roasted pig and the ducks and the chickens and all that good stuff, and the same loving service that they would give you. And so I started eating there now every, like I said, once a week or every other week, and at least 3-4 times a month. Well, guess what? Today, that's what we're having for lunch. I brought you along with me, so I'm about to go inside now and show you how they do it at Siu Lap City. Let's go get something to eat. Okay, so we made it here now. We're about to walk inside and get us some of that good roasted duck. And like I said, my other favorite is called barbecue pork. So walking into the spot, it's just a little place, not too big, but look what they got here in the window, or should I say behind the glass. And it looks like the big roasted pig is already gone. But I still see some ribs. I see some barbecue ribs. I see a few ducks over there. Look at those ducks hanging there good. That's what we came for. And then here's, of course, the menus. They got the lunch specials here. You know, back in the day, it was $3.25. Well, now it's gone up a little bit. It's $13.55, but still a good price. Here's the barbecue stuff here if you want to get some of that good stuff. And heck, if you want your own roasted pig, you can get one of those too. Check those prices out. You want to feed a big family or a big party, you can get it right here, Siu Lap City. Let's get something to eat. Okay, so today I'm gonna have a 4-meat plate. So 4 meat, and what do I do when I get here? What do I ask for?
4 meat?
4 meat, and then what about the rice?
You want the rice?
No, you know me, I don't never get the rice.
Only the veggies.
Only veggies, right? So I get extra veggies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got bok choy today?
Yes.
Okay, so extra bok choy, no rice, 4 meats. We're gonna do 3 duck and 1 barbecue pork. That's it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Okay, so we got my 4 meat plate, no rice.
Yeah, only the veggies.
Only veggies, extra veggies, and
Yes.
the total is, let's see how much this high protein meal is gonna cost me today.
Yes. It's the $22.79.
$22.79, and that's a lot of protein we're getting for that. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
No problem.
Just like they used to do at Longsing Supermarket, here at Siu Lap City, they give you free hot tea, and it's sugar-free. So you don't have to worry about getting a drink. Just get your food, sit down, and enjoy. So here's what it looks like. That's 3 servings of roasted duck and 1 serving of barbecue pork with the chili and the duck sauce and my 2 hot teas. Still working on it. See, no rice, extra bok choy. Bok choy is excellent. Look at them leftover bones. We'll show you the results here in a minute. Siu Lap City. It's all gone. And man, when I tell you, that's some good eating. This gentleman's having the roasted pork belly. Look at him chopping it up. Chopped and screwed, only in H-Town, baby, Hustle Town. Straight up protein coming your way. Thanks, see you next time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.